If you spell gravel backwards, you get Levarg, which is the name of a brand new Saracen gravel and adventure road bike. Now, I'm not sure if that's a clever use of a name or a bit lazy, so let me know what you think in the comment section below. Now, Saracen, as I'm sure you are aware, especially if you're a British viewer, is a long-running mountain bike company here, made some really good bikes over the years. So they're well placed to bring the expertise, that knowledge of off-road capable bikes into the gravel sector, which they have done with the new Levarg. Now, there are 3 models in the range, all sharing the same frame and same tyres. This is the SL, the middle range bike, and it costs £1,350. And let's bring you through some of the key details. It's a really smart looking frame as well. In particular, I like the shape of the curved down tube, which we're seeing on a lot of bikes. It's actually here for a functional reason, because the range topping model has a Fox AX suspension fork. That curve actually provides extra clearance for the crown on a suspension fork. So you could upgrade the bike to a suspension fork if you wanted to, if you're getting really gnarly with your adventure and gravel off-road riding. You've got full internal cable routing for the hoses and cables. Got a third bottle cage mount if you're going long distance and need an extra water bottle or a tool keg down the bottom there. And I also like the camo. Got a really understated camo on the down tube there, which you can't see, but I'll show you in another shot. And you can see it on the fork here. So full carbon fibre fork with a smart camo. So camo on the fork, on the down tube, and on the top of the saddle as well. And all the logos are very understated, quite neutral finish, but it's a smart looking bike. Let me know what you think in the comment section below as well. As you'd expect, it's disc brakes with a 12mm through axle front and rear with flat mount calipers. And on this bike, which is a mid-range bike, as I mentioned, costing £1,350, you get an interesting group set. You've got a SRAM Apex 1x mechanical group set with a wide range 1042 cassette on the back, providing plenty of gears going up and down. And the mechanical brake levers are operating hydraulic TRP high road calipers. Now, we've seen these on a few test bikes in the past, and they've been around for quite a few years, and it provided, in a time when hydraulic disc brakes were only available at high-end prices, provided mechanical brake levers with a hydraulic setup. So the hydraulic piston is self-contained down on the caliper there, with a cable coming out the other end, which is operated by the brake lever. As you can see, it's got a very short, stubby stem, which, in unison with a long top tube, is a mountain bike-inspired geometry trick. It basically gives you the handling capability of a short stem and wide handlebar, so you can really corner it through twisty trails with ease, but you've got a long top tube giving you plenty of reach you want, so you're not cramped up when you're riding on a road or fast, flat out gravel sections. We're seeing a few gravel bikes coming out with this sort of geometry, Merida, White, a few companies have looked at mountain bikes for inspiration with this long top tube, short stem concept. And if one I see becoming popular on a lot more gravel bikes, which are pushing the boundaries of what's possible on a drop bar gravel bike. As mentioned, you get a very wide dropped handlebar, and it's also flared like most on-trend gravel and adventure bikes are. That's for 2 reasons. It gives you more control with a wider effective handlebar when you're on steep terrain, and it also gives you a bit more of a comfortable position when you're in the drops. A bit more clearance with that part of the handlebar there with your forearms when you're really going for it in the drops. So flare drop handlebar, short stem, long top tube, and you get an inline seat post as well with the company's own well padded saddle there, so it all ties together really nicely. It's a well thought out package. They really paid attention to details nicely. And then onto the last key detail of the bike, and one that sets a tone for the riding style of this bike, are the WTB Bioway 47mm wide tyres. These are proving really popular on these bikes that straddle that sort of grey line between a road and gravel off-road bike. You can use this on the road for commuting, touring, audax. These are really comfy tyres for dealing with rough, potholed backcountry roads, but due to the volume and that slight tread pattern on the shoulders, you've got plenty of grip, plenty of traction when you're riding on loose terrain, so gravel, dirt, sand and so on. Everything short of wet mud, these tyres will cope with really well. It's a bike that is versatile. You can use it for everything from commuting to Sunday club rides, audax, touring, gravel riding, Dirty Reaver, Gritfest, all those gravel events popping up around the UK. Plenty of options as well. You can also change tyres. There's space for up to a 50mm wide tyre, or you go to 700C with 40mm wide gravel tyres. So plenty of options to change the characteristic of the bike based on what tyres you go for. But this is a good starting point, really good option if you want to do a bit of everything road and off-road riding. So that really is a quick first look at a brand new Saracen Levarg SL, 1,350 of your English pounds, with an alloy frame, carbon fork, chunky tyres and a SRAM one bike group set, and a really cool understated camo paint job. There'll be a full review of this bike on road.cc and off-road.cc soon, so stay tuned to their websites in a couple of weeks' time to see a full review of the bike and how it stacks up. A lot of contenders in the market at this price point, including the Canyon Grail AL, which I tested recently. A link to that review in the card above. So make sure you let me know what you think of the Saracen Levarg SL in the comment section below. And when you're scrolling down to the comments, make sure you hit that subscribe button and maybe hit the like button as well if you enjoyed watching the video. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all again next time.